Hello, hello. Welcome back to Let's Talk Entertainment News. I hope everyone's having a great weekend so far. Just wanted to discuss a little bit of news first thing this morning, then I'll get the hell out of your feeds. Alright, so Warner Brothers is apparently developing a new version of Forbidden Planet, the sci-fi classic, which I adore. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. Before we get there, one thing for you to do for us, we're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers before the end of the year. We need about 140 more of you to hit that subscribe button to help us reach that goal, so please do that this morning and help us on our way. Alright then, Warner Brothers developing a new version of the 1950s sci-fi classic Forbidden Planet. And this is a beautiful film if you've never seen it, especially now. I think it's been restored to 4K. It looks great. One of the all-time classics of the sci-fi genre, 1956's Forbidden Planet is getting a modern-day update from Warner Brothers. Deadline has exclusively reported this week. Brian K. Vaughan, Last Man, is writing the screenplay with Emma Watts producing. Deadline's report details for its forward-thinking themes. The film is considered a North Star for science fiction and writing and cinema that came after it. It has never had a big screen remake, though James Cameron reportedly once considered it. The studio and Watts finally got the major obstacle out of the way. The former studio chief Watts has leaned into producing the big, ambitious tentpoles she shepherded from the executive suites, and this has been the makings to be one of those. The original movie was directed by Fred M. Wilcox. Our starship crew in the 23rd century goes to investigate the silence of a distant planet's colony, only to find just two survivors, a powerful robot, and the deadly secret of a lost civilization. I saw this movie as a child, and then much later, and actually more recently, I saw it on TCM, which is a national treasure. TCM is still a great place to catch a lot of older and classic movies. And it's a beautiful looking film with great matte paintings, especially the underground subterranean mechanism that run the planet. And the whole thing looks very much like classic Star Trek, but even maybe a little bit better, despite being about a decade earlier. As pointed out in the story, it's an important science fiction movie, something that sort of paved the way for what came after. But at the same time, if you're looking at it with new eyes, it's dated in many ways. It has all the what became the tropes of science fiction films, B movies. So there is that. But I think just because of that, it makes it sort of ripe for the picking as far as doing a remake. I think remakes tend to work best when it's an older movie, and there's a great divide between what movies look like then and what they look like now. So I think that makes it all the more appealing to do a remake. I hope it's more sort of heady, like Denis Villeneuve, Dune, Blade Runner sort of style. Really taking a lot of care and time and giving a lot of deference to science fiction and its fans, as opposed to sort of trying to recreate sort of the inadvertent schlock of the original. Let's leave the camp behind. Let's make this a serious affair, which those of us who know and love science fiction, especially literature for many decades, realize that it's a much more serious affair than sometimes comes across on film. But I'm excited about this. I think this could do well. I think that this, at any rate, is an opportunity to call attention to new audiences to the old version, which is sort of what happens when films get remade. I know some people feel like doing a remake destroys the original. That's not true. What doing a remake does is call attention to the original, puts a lot of new eyes on a much older classic film, and helps that film's legacy grow. And if the new one sucks, no one's going to remember it in a couple of years, but the original will still be a classic, and nothing can change that ever. So what do you think? Are you interested in the Forbidden Planet remake? Let us know in the comment section below, but keep it friendly, keep it on topic, and the next time I will see you, and we'll discuss some more movie news. See ya.